BBC News: Bitcoin consumes more electricity than Argentina. The Guardian: electricity needed to mine Bitcoin is more than used by entire countries. Forbes: Bill Gates sounds alarm on Bitcoin's energy consumption. Here's why crypto is bad for climate change. We're not here today to discuss Bitcoin mining or our thoughts on the Bitcoin energy consumption debate. We're here to talk about the Helium network and HNT mining, and to see if that same argument can be made for HNT, or if these are two completely different beasts. Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Before we jump into these mining numbers, let's do a quick hotspot update. If I remember correctly, we were at 23,780 hotspots in yesterday's video. Today, it looks like we're at 23,835. I'm not a genius, but I believe that is 55 more hotspots than yesterday afternoon. Let's jump into the mining now. So here's the most general mining page on the Helium website. Of course, they're advertising it as they're explaining it more as mine crypto with radio because of the proprietary technology that uses significantly less energy than regular mining, and it also has much larger reach than traditional Wi-Fi and Bluetooth that we're all familiar with. So if we scroll down here a little bit, the first thing that caught my eye here is it explains that your hotspot only uses 5 watts of energy. And it also explains that it's done by installing a simple device in your office window. Of course, it does not have to be an office. It could be anywhere. And they say that's it. Seriously. They are being serious here. I have a friend with 2 of these. Mine has not gotten here yet, but I have a friend with 2 of these. He said it was as easy as plugging it in, connecting it to his Helium app, and it started mining immediately. But what we're here for really is this 5 watts of energy. So keep that in mind. And then we scroll down here and it shows you some of the hotspots. Some of these are new. When I first looked at this page, there was, I believe, only this rack miner and the original like circle looking one, this one down here. But now there's a few other third parties that are creating these. The one that I clicked on to try and learn a little bit more is this Bobcat one. So if we click into here and we keep in mind, well, actually, let's go, it's right here. Here's the Bobcat Miner 300, the People's Miner. 6 key features to help you earn more HNT. So now this is a third-party manufacturer who has partnered with Helium to create this miner specifically for the Helium network and HNT, which is impressive because these companies have to devote a lot of time and capital into research and development to decide whether they're going to actually be able to sell these things, right? Now let's go here. Low power. Here again, we see 5-watt light bulb uses as little power as a 5-watt light bulb, which consumes 0.12 kilowatt hour electricity per day. There's a little bit more information about the energy use, which is in line with what they advertised on their website. And then if we go here to the actual order page, it's the same thing. 5 watts gives you a little bit of the range information and some other stuff. They're selling this for $429. Very interesting. It is a good looking miner, I guess you'd say. But now if we go here to, this is just a general energy use calculator that I found because I'm trying to understand the energy consumption. And look, I really don't know much about electricity or efficiency or anything. I barely know what light bulb to buy if a light bulb goes out, but this makes it pretty simple. So hours used per day, this thing is going to be on 24/7. So I put 24 power use. We know that it's 5 watts. And for price per kilowatt hour, I just went over here and I searched the average electricity rate, which tells me it's 13.19 cents per kilowatt hour. So I go in here, price 13.19. Actually, I'm just seeing this now. I don't know if that makes it think that it's $13.19, which would be wrong. But nonetheless, if it is wrong, then it's incredibly high. But if we look here, it gives us a breakdown. Cost per hour, about 7 cents if you round up. Cost per day, about $1.59 if you round up. So I think it might be understanding this price correctly. Cost per year, $577. And then here we see kilowatt hour per day of 0.12, which it just popped. That's the number it gave me. And I'm assuming that this is correct because if we go back to the Bobcat miner website, it's telling me uses little power to 5-watt light bulb, which consumes 0.12 kilowatt hour of electricity per day. So that gives me some reassurance that these numbers should be accurate. And I took it one step further. I mean, this gives us an idea, right? It's $1.59 a day. That does not even compare to Bitcoin mining, obviously. But that gives us an idea, right? So I took it one step further and I said, well, the power use is 5 watts. I'm trying to compare it to something in my life like a light bulb, right? So if we go over here, I just went to Lowe's and typed in light bulb. I mean, if we look here, all of these are 60 watt, 60 watt, 60 watt, 100 watt. So these light bulbs individually are drawing significantly more power than this miner here. This power use is 5 watts. I mean, I guess that's a fraction of this 100 watt basic GE light bulb. So I think the moral of the story here is really that they consume less electricity than a traditional light bulb, and they are extremely efficient and cost effective. There is not a huge power consumption. You probably wouldn't even know this thing is running if it's plugged into your house or apartment or whatever it is. And I'm sure that it would be very easy for this to run off of some sort of solar panel. But in doing this little exercise here, I noticed this. To order more than 50 Bobcat miners, please contact partners at bobcatminer.com with subject line order 50 and more. Now, you might not believe this, but I do have a day job, and for the company, the company I work for, we have some websites, and this is interesting to me because I know that this company obviously has someone who built this website, designed it, and the idea is whoever's working on this to make the experience for the company and for the user as clean and as easy as possible. So at some point, whether it was in the research and development phase where they're trying to see what kind of demand there is for this product, they decided to put this here before they actually made this website live, and this has always been here, or they created this page and realized people were ordering more than 50 and decided, look, to make this easier for everyone, let's put something there for them to contact us directly, and we'll work on the orders of 50 or more independently from the traditional 1 or 2 miners that people would buy. Now, it doesn't really matter whether it was here before or they had to add it because of demand. The bottom line is that it's here, and that tells us something. It tells us that there is significant demand. And I mean, of course, we can see that there is a delay and there is a large lag time from when you order it to when you receive it, which tells us about the demand. But this almost tells me more because somebody went here and created this little text box here, whether it's on their WordPress site or what, to try and to solve some sort of problem. And I guess the problem was people were buying 50 or more, or communicated that they were looking to buy 50 or more. So that's just reassuring, I think. And I think that it speaks for itself. The last thing I wanted to touch on here was I wanted to go back here to these where we started. And now that we've done our little exercise and realized that these miners use a fraction of the energy that a traditional light bulb found in Home Depot or Lowe's might use, I think we can see that this argument that there is a climate change crisis with regards to mining Bitcoin, and it uses more electricity than Argentina and some countries, I think we can agree that that this argument is not relevant to Helium, to the Helium network, or HNT. And I think that that should make people who are interested in this network a little less worried about the future, because look, the reality is that this climate change is a huge debate these days, and you can be assured that this would come up if this network grew to a certain size and if the energy consumption was not efficient. You rest assured that this would be a huge thing. But I think after just these few quick little exercises we did, I think that there is no concern here, or there should not be any concern here with regards to energy consumption. So that is just one less obstacle for the Helium network to have to tackle. Thanks for being here, everybody. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please like, subscribe, comment if you have anything you want to add or anything you want me to touch on. But until next time, be well.